Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? Every time I say Aquarius, I think of that song, Age of Aquarius. Anyway, Butch here. I'm going to do your November read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Crow Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Aquarius for November 2022? For Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. So the first thing that I do see, Aquarius, is I feel like there is someone with a lot of regret. You know, I feel like there's someone, I feel like this is someone that either had a chance with you and blew it, or just didn't take the chance at all, because I do feel like there's a lot of regret here. I feel like this person, I feel like they messed up and they know they did. I feel like they were doing a lot of overthinking with that Four of Swords. And I feel like now it led them to late night and anxiety. It was right there in front of them. You were right there. And they didn't see. They didn't see what was right in front of them. I feel like this person let jealousy overwhelm them. And I feel like it's got them severely out of balance right now. You know, this is someone from your past. This is not someone new. This is someone that, like I said, I feel like this person, they either messed it up by not taking that step, or they messed it up by letting their emotions get the best of them. Now, I feel like you have other connections around you, and I feel like there is, you know, I feel like you have a social circle. And with this person, I feel like that was something that they weren't ready for. And I feel like not only that, but I feel like they never really gave you, you know, they kept their thoughts to themselves with that self-imposed prison, with that Eight of Swords. But it's something that they haven't been able to walk away from. You know, they made the wrong choice, and they know it now. They haven't walked away from it, and they still can't walk away from it. And there's a reason why they can't walk away from it, because they were never supposed to walk away from this. They made the wrong call. You know, this person thinks about you all the time, and only you. But I feel like it was jealousy. You know, they felt like they had to compete. What they didn't see, like I said with that Two of Swords, what they didn't see is it was almost like they didn't take the chance because they already seen the failure coming, but they didn't see it right. And I feel like that's what's changed here. I see a lot of big changes in this person. Now, I feel like the jealousy wasn't warranted, but there was a reason. I feel like they weren't feeling very confident in themselves. But I feel like that's changed. I feel like this person is finally ready to step up and do what's right and do what they were meant to do in the beginning. They're seeing things in a different perspective now. I do feel like this person is a lot more, I feel like confidence has come back into this person. I feel like with that confidence, that one regret that they're holding back from was you. Because they knew what they wanted to do. They just didn't do it the way they knew they needed to do it. And I feel like it caused them a lot of pain. But it was self-induced. And that's the energy I'm getting now, is this changing, this evolution of this person. And I do see this person putting in a lot of work to get your attention. They're putting in a lot of work to open up communication with you. And I feel like it's their second chance, and they're not going to let that go to waste. They're doing a lot of work with that ten of Wands to make things right. We have the World card. Everything comes full circle. They were where they're meant to be. They just weren't there when they were meant to be. I feel like they weren't in a great place. And I feel like I said, sometimes when we lack confidence in our everyday life, it kind of changes the way we approach things. And the way they approached it wasn't the way they normally would have. But I feel like it was the right person, wrong time type energy. But like I said, I feel like all that is changing. I see this person making very quick work of that mistake. And I do see them wanting to come back very quickly. Reconciliation, making things right. They know what they were meant to do. They just didn't do it. And that's the regret that they've been living with. That's what's been holding them back. They didn't see what was going on. And I feel like not only did they not see, but what they were seeing wasn't coming in clearly. But I feel like they're making a very quick entrance to make things right. They're coming back for you. They messed up. Now it's time to make it right. And they're finally ready to nurture the feelings that they have for you and trust their intuition. And their intuition's bringing them back to you. Like I said, I don't see this person as an overly jealous person, because if they were overly jealous, I would think that this would never work. Because one thing about Aquarius is Aquarius like to have multiple, friends. They like to have their groups. They like to have other people in their life. They need other people in their life. And to be with someone, to be with Aquarius, you can't be a jealous type, because it'll never work. But like I said, this person, I feel like they've gained a lot of balance. I feel like they're a lot more confident than they were. And I feel like things are starting, when we get our confidence back, things start falling into place. We start seeing things the way that we normally would see them. And that's why this person's coming back to you. They want that, they're back in a place where they feel balanced. Like I said before, that Justice card in reverse, they were out of balance. They weren't seeing clearly. So they weren't acting clearly. But I feel like a lot of that has changed. And like I said, with full circle, we come back to where we were. And the only thing that hasn't changed for this person, from what I can see, everything has seemed to be changed. The only thing that hasn't changed is what they want. They want you. They're seeing things in a completely different perspective. And like I said, with that Star card, they're ready to nurture this connection and give it 100%. You know, and I feel like this person finally being open and honest with you, I feel like it's a good start to a very a very emotionally fulfilled future. You know, this person is fighting for you. This person is, it, they've done a lot of work to come back to you. They know they screwed up, and they're going to make that right. And a lot of this may come as a shock to you because I feel like I said, I feel like with that Eight of Swords, I do get the sense that this person was hiding whatever feelings that they did have. You know, that jealousy is a strong emotion. And when we feel like we're not worthy, jealousy can really burrow in there. Like I said, I don't think this person is necessarily a jealous person, but I feel like with everything going sideways in their life, it's almost like they couldn't give you what you deserved and what you needed because they didn't have it to give. Right time, or right person, wrong time. You know, they made the wrong decision, and now they're trying to make that right. And they're doing a lot of work. They messed up, and they know they messed up, and they're coming back to you in a much better place. Like, I do see this person in a much better place, and I feel like I said, I don't get the sense this person's usually jealous. I feel like in the state that they were in, jealousy creeped in the door, and they couldn't shake it. You know, especially with these other options around you. You know, one of the things that I truly believe from the Aquariuses I know is, I mean, as a Sagittarius, I always gelled really well with Aquariuses, but one thing I noticed about Aquariuses is that they like to have friends. You know, there's some people out there that don't really have a lot of friends, but you know, they like to have their connections. They like to have multiple connections, and if you're not ready for that, which this person wasn't, it's not going to work. But like I said, they're coming back. They're trying to make things work. They're coming back trying to make things right. They're trying to balance the ship. And with that is a lot of honesty, a lot of nurturing energy. So, I mean, I do feel like this person is ready to take that next step. They weren't ready before, but they are now. And I do feel like they're in open communication with you. And not only do they get open communication, but I feel like it's a really fast-moving energy with that Knight of Wands, or Knight of Swords. And then we have the Knight of Cups as well. So I do feel like this person is going to make you an offer. They're going to take the chance that they never took before. And I see a lot of forward movement with that, with the Chariot. That Cancer energy. So, I mean, we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, we have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You know, it's almost like, it's like we all have those moments, but I feel like this person was living was having a long moment, you know? You know, we have those moments when we don't feel attractive, or we don't feel, you know, or, you know, we all have those moments. Nobody's perfect. I've had those moments when I just felt like, you know, why would anybody want to be with me? But I feel like this person lived in that moment for a lot longer than they should have. You know, and it's almost like when you're with especially when you're with someone and they have other connections, you know, that green monster, that jealousy can slip in the door. And then it starts almost manifesting thoughts that you don't even have. You know, we start looking at connections, especially with opposite sex connections. You know, it can be very difficult. I mean, I've had my moments back in the day when there was moments when, you know, work wasn't going great. I felt like I, missed a step. And then you're with someone, and they have friends that are the opposite sex, or the other sex of attraction, not to exclude anybody. But there's moments when you feel like they could do better. And then it just starts a snowball effect of where it's like, I think they can do better, that they think they can do better, and then all of a sudden you're in this deep dark hole, and sometimes it's hard to climb out of it. But this person obviously has climbed out of it, and I feel like they're making the most of it. But that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.